A very good morning and welcome to North Hobart Oval for the Banjos Bakery SFL Grand Final in the reserves as we see the Dodgers Ferry Sharks led out by David Cusick, their captain, coming on to North Hobart Oval. They only had one loss throughout the season, the Dodgers Ferry Sharks, and we see led by Mitch Doreen, the Cygnet Port Footy Club. Again, a replay of last year's grand final between these two great sides. My name is Tubes Taylor, a pleasure to be with you. I'm joined by, well, he's the most DNA similar to me human being in the planet. It is my brother Dan. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Tubes. Yeah, we're brothers from the same mothers, but I tell you what, North Hobart Oval today, a bit wet underfoot actually, a bit of mould and mildew on the pitch, but the sun seems to be coming out, which is good news, and a replay, as you said, of the grand final from last year. And it was devastating, a bit of heartbreak last year, wasn't it?
It was unbelievable last year with club stalwart for the Dodgers Ferry Sharks, Brent Dolliver kicking a goal pretty much on the siren to break the hearts of Cygnet. This year, it'll be very, very tight. George Watt medalist out there for Dodgers Ferry is Jack Wilson. There we are, the Taylor brothers celebrating a Carlton win, of course, last night as we cross down live to Brent Costello for the national anthem.
Welcome to North Hobart Oval for today's Banjos Bakery Cafe SFL Reserves Grand Final between Cygnet and Dodgers Ferry. We acknowledge the Muanina, the traditional and original owners of the land upon which today's game will be played. We recognise their continuing connection to land, water and culture and pay our respects to their elders past and present. We acknowledge the numerous Aboriginal players who have played the game at all clubs together with those of Aboriginal descent playing in today's game. If you're able, would you please now be upstanding for the Australian National Anthem.
Well, there we go. If that doesn't get the hairs on the back of your neck up and tingling, I don't know what will. A massive game, a replay of last year's grand final happening here at North Hobart Oval in the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves. Must acknowledge our umpires today. Paul Doran, Bailey Aziz and Ron Franks running through the middle. On the emergency is Darren Monks for the field umpires. For boundaries, we've got Christian O'Brien, Jasper Mason, Hayden Clark-Sullivan and Ollie Morgan. And in goals, we've got Matt Thomas and Jet Benson with Malcolm Ingalls being the emergency. Dan, what are you expecting from Dodgers Ferry?
Well, Tubes, Dodgers Ferry, they've got some good players out there. I'm expecting a big one from Ben Moresby. Jack Wilson, number one. He's amazing for the Sharks. But it will be an absolute slobber knocker, my friend, because Cygnet, they're pretty good port, and they do have their captain out there just absolutely dominating too. Elliot Ross will be out there having a great game. Number 35, watch for him. Caulfield too. It's going to be a huge one, and with the ball being wet too, I reckon it's going to be pretty sloppy at times, but kick it forward and try and have a huge first quarter.
Josh Doyle, the 150 gamer, playing up forward for the Port. Adam Duggan down back for the Port. Some real sensations happening. 100 games for Ben Smith today, and Brad McDermott plays his 50th club game as well. I'm excited. Watch for Braden Livingston, Dead Rock, they call him. Get it? Livingstone. Dead Rock. That's his nickname. Lockie Carmichael on screen, and Luke Alderset there in the middle. Also, Elliot Ross on a wing here. Chicken Doreen Chicken Jennings rather, as well, off half forward. He knows how to play in grand finals. He's played plenty of games. Very excited to get ourselves underway. It's Cygnet playing Dodgers Ferry in the 2023 Banjos Bakery Reserves Grand Final. Tubes and Dan Taylor here with you as the ball is held aloft and we are underway. First term of the Grand Final, good to go. Out of the middle come the Sharks. Boxall gets the kick forward and it comes down forward again, roving the ball beautifully. There was Doreen. Punched it away, nicely done by Lawless. Doreen goes again, can't gather the footy. It's a hot footy early, threw it away there. Wilson gathers, and then the umpires pulled out a free kick, I believe. It'll go to the Sharks. Might be
on a bit of an acute angle here, Tubes, too.
Addercote.
Do you reckon he's got the foot? Do you reckon he's got the length?
I think so. He's played a little bit of senior footy, Ashraf Addercote. He decides to send it to the top of the square. Big punch from behind. Boxall gathers the footy. He's jumped on by Kane Wooters with a nice flowing mullet there, Dan, and we'll see a ball up.
That's what we want to see. Just party at the back, short at the sides. There's a few new haircuts to the grand final. The boys go get the clippers done.
Boxall, Livingston, out the back it pops for O'Neill. And Livingston doing the tackle work. We'll see a ball up. Crowd starting to filter in. Down. What was your feeling walking into the grand final today?
Well, it's going to be a massive one, Tubes. It's down to this because two absolute juggernauts of footy in the reserves, that's for sure. It's all about positioning, movement's critical, and getting off to a good start.
Absolutely. Out it comes for Addercote. His handball goes back, finds Yule. Yule gets his kick smothered by Orderset. It somehow stays in though. Yule kept going. It still stays in play. Handball came out. Jennings hard at the footy, spun out of trouble. Then the handball missed the mark. Looking for Carmichael, and we'll see a ball up.
Yeah, he's just a bull. Reece Jennings there, the number 8. You can see he wants it all after the heartbreak of last year. Cygnet will want to get off to a good start here. Here's the ball up.
Orderset wins it forward again. Bouncing ball out the back. Ross gathers the footy and we'll see a boundary throw in.
Yeah, tackling and pressure, Tubes, it's always massive. You've got to apply pressure, make tackles, and then you're going to get forced turnovers, especially in wet weather footy, and that's how you do it. Position critical, and they must excel. All of them out there. It's a G-fuck. They must excel.
Punch forward by Tim Dav. Addercote got his handball away only as far as Ross. Ross bends it around and Boxall should wrap this up. He does.
He's a big man out there, Scott Boxall.
Tell you what, Doyle's having a little screaming match with Jennings in the early stages of this match for Cygnet. That's their teammates screaming at each other. Carmichael did well, going back with a flight, and Addercote arrived late to infringe for a free kick to Carmichael. So it is a little slippery on this side of the oval, Dan.
Yeah, it's like a soap block, that footy at the moment. So you want to get the pill, you want to be clean with your possessions. But at the moment, just kick it forward. And exactly what they're doing here, Dodgers Ferry, the Sharkies. There we go, what a mark!
Going back with a flight there was Sam Russell, but it started with Jack Wilson, the association best and fairest for the reserves. And Jack Wilson sends it down the throat of big Sammy Russell. And Rusty will go back and have a shot on goal. He's the leading goal kicker for the season.
Yeah, they've been good, the Sharks, this season. And a dead-eye dick, Sam Russell. So right in front, he's kicked 65 this year. Can he make it 66 in the biggest game in September?
To get his beloved Sharks on the board. He likes it off
Straight
the boot.
through the high devil dinner. They're away.
Sammy Russell gets the first. And the Sharks are on the board.
Yeah, he's a big unit, Tubes. As we saw, he's a bit of a, dead-eye dick when it comes to the pills, and straight through the big sticks is what you want. Let's see that on replay. As cool as you like.
Beautiful kick from Sammy Russell. 66
umpire didn't have
goals.
to move.
Well, he did a touch.
And a big high five from his teammates. That's exactly what they want.
Back in the middle. Nicely done. Down to Deadrock. Jennings off the ground. Smart footy. Doyle comes to gather. Nice tackle laid by the defensive structures of the Sharks. And the umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up.
Yep,
Nice.
Sharks 1-0-6 at the moment, 4 minutes into this first quarter, Tubey.
Daff wins it down. Got it away. Quick rush kick from Scott. Elliot Ross is going to get there first. Gets tackled hard. And we'll see a ball up or a ball in. Andrew Press is the other man to watch down forward.
Yeah, big Andrew Press is being impressive. They call him the impression. They actually, yeah, I believe they call him the apartment complex because he's a massive unit. But Dodgers Ferry, the Sharkies, they've been good all season, haven't they?
They certainly have. Ball up at the paint of 50 here.
Cygnet will be wanting to get on the board. Bit of a reply.
Order Set and Daff. That one was a bit of a 50-50. Carmichael got it off the ground down towards Doyle and Co. Can he gather? Can't. Here's a chance now. Got a bump there.
Big hit.
Did Gale. Nice hit. The Sharks just clear it through Cusick. Now it's a 2-on-1. The two do okay. Wheeling around nicely was Lawless. Sends the ball inside forward.
Yeah,
50.
just
Beautiful.
lowered the eyes. Nice work.
Pearson takes the mark. Kicks into the man on the mark. Dangerous. Nicely done there by Russell, who got it back to the stack hat, and the double grabber there done by McDermott. McDermott wheels around, and that's a kick straight down the throat of Doreen. And he will reassess at centre wing.
Yeah, the Doreen machine kicks it straight into the man on the mark too.
Now a handball comes out here for
Opens it
O'Neill. Jets, scrappy stuff, what you'd expect from the ultimate Rezzies. Jennings on the bottom of the pack where he loves to be, and we'll see a ball up.
Yep, decision making under pressure is crucial, Tubes, and that's what we're seeing out there. Be aware, this is a grand final. You're not going to get an easy possession, are you?
Daff wins it down. Carmichael happy to see it across the line.
And big
for
Jackie
bowling.
Wilson, two-time George Watt medalist too, one hell of a season. Probably one of the most natural footballers you've seen in your years there, Tubes. Unbelievable talent and unbelievable person too. Easy guy to coach, absolutely dedicated to helping his mates this week.
Boundary throw in at centre wing. Order Set and Daff. Daff wins it back. Ross gets there first. Out of coat with a handball. It was a Scoopy style to the stack out of Fuller. Fuller's kick, and in comes Press. And let's just get a look at the artwork on the back of the noggin too. Wow.
The wings of an eagle, Tubey.
I think
Or it
that's
might
a
be a
bat.
Mate, he might like it. Might be like Meatloaf at the grand final. The bat out of hell. But pretty impressive on the lead. Hard to stop.
He told me last year, Dan, that he was retiring. And guess what? He's back. He's kicked 35 goals for the year. In comes the veteran. Towards goal to give the Sharks a hot start. I tell you what, he's a beautiful kick of the footy.
Through the high diddle.
2 goals
If you don't
straight
mind.
to Dodgers Ferry. They lead Cygnet yet to score.
Yeah, Andrew Press for the Rezzies. He's got 35 goals this season. That's gone up to 36, Tubes, but what an impressive beard. But as we all know, it's about the beard on the inside. What a man. Look at that. Straight.
about-
The umpire doesn't move again, Tubes.
How about the artwork too on the back of the scone from
And he's
Andrew
pumped.
Press? His daughter loves plaiting is what he told me. Let's, goodness me, look
Plaiting.
at that. Didn't realise he had the old scone tat.
Yeah, he's like a Viking, isn't he? It's a Ragnar Roth rock.
Jennings got his kick smother. Daff at the bottom of the pack is the stack hat of Fuller, and we'll see a ball up.
Would you make any strategic changes if you're the
Not
coach there,
just yet.
Tubes?
I think they're getting well and truly beaten out of the middle, though. I think big Tim Daff is having a great game.
Yeah, you got to stay resilient, composed and focused.
Absolutely. Daff.
Dodges off to an absolute cracker, and it was a free kick in the middle.
Order Set to take it. Gives
Yeah,
it
Order
off to
Set looks-
Wouters, who goes forward, just missing the mark. There was McDermott. There's trouble here.
Ooh.
Nice tackle by Kane Nielsen.
It's a hot footy, Tubes.
Umpires
and-
called a free kick for a hold off the ball.
Yep, Jesse O'Neill's got the pill in the back line. He calls for it, and he's looking for a lead up forward.
It
Got
comes.
players streaming everywhere.
It's a wide one. It's a horrible kick off the boot, but it lands in McDermott's arms. McDermott's got a couple here, all by themselves, taking the mark. Nicely done, Perry. Perry's got Press on the lead. He goes in that direction. Press has done well to get there. Duggan from behind. Nice fist. Now the Port just string a couple together, holding off, waiting for the footy. was Lucas Ford. Normally doesn't do that. Big tackle laid on Broad. And the umpire will ball it up.
He's looking dangerous, isn't he, Andrew Press up forward? And getting the ball to ground too, which is making a contest for the Sharkies. So they've been impressed with what he's done so far.
Tapping the ball on was Pearson. Kicked on the ball. Was okay. Well done to Sammy Ewell, but it's cleared by the Port. Who wants a big fly from Doyle? Ewell got the rush kick forward, and there is Cody Ronsley taking the mark. He looks out wide. He's got a
beautiful kick.
Livingston all by himself. Now a chance for Coulson, who loves a snag, gets absolutely destroyed by his own teammate.
Yeah, took out his legs there. Oh, big hit.
Handball came out. Livingston rushes the kick forward. Orderset runs in to an open goal. His kick's not going to make the journey. Sharks do well. It's a 2-on-1 in favour of the Sharks. Great hit, and it just rolls out of bounds. That was good footy.
Yeah, better from Port. Tubes, the Cygnet boys, they want to get their first on the line. Kyle Russell there, the huge 2-on-1 there, and taking it out and giving it another shot at goal in the forward pocket.
Ryan Gale doing the big bump work down inside forward 50. Orderset and Daff. Doyle got a man over the head. Jennings went on. Now out comes Jack Wilson. Sends it long. Fist from behind. Simo Kennedy is going to take a hold of this one. Storeen's not happy with the treatment he's getting. Kennedy can play on as quickly as he likes. This one should be wrapped up by Duggan, going back with a flight. Oh, trouble's arriving. Duggan so strong, got it over the top. Nicely done to McDermott. McDermott kicks in hope to a 3-on-1, and it rolls out of bounds, luckily for the Port. Yeah,
not a bad result for Cygnet that time. But early signs, Dodgers Ferry looking the goods at the moment, but Cygnet want to get the first on the board as it's in the half-back flank for Dodgers Ferry Sharks.
Ball in. Order set up against Russell. Russell slides in, then just handballs. Picked up there by Wouters as it's cleared. Now the foot race is on. Malone all on his own. Wheels around on the left foot. Bends one back. Bouncing ball for Boxall. Smart. Gee, that's a great tackle laid there.
Looked as though it might have been a throw there, but the umpire said play on.
And there's Malone again.
Malone alone.
We'll see a boundary thrown at centre wing, just forward of the centre circle.
Yeah, the fans are starting to pack into North Hobart Oval. I'll tell you what, the wet area tubes are starting to fill up. A couple of scooey moi-mois.
Hopefully it stays this way too, Dan. Just the weather holds out. As a rush kick goes forward from Cusick, I think it was. Couldn't take the mark, was the Stackhat and Fuller. Rush kick by Broad. Then ducking through. That's a great tackle laid. Ronsley out the back for Orderset, who's happy to see it across the line for a ball in. So things just starting to settle a little more here now, Dan.
Yep, some of the fundamental aspects, you know, increasing their chances for success there. And what a tackle there by Atticoat. He was unbelievable there, and that's what you want in a grand final, just that desperation, just the sheer, you know, guts and determination to get it done.
Livingston. And another ball up.
Oh, is a high being called.
Yeah, so it'll be a free kick going the way of the Sharks. Might be Broad. It is. Broad pops it up. Down towards Press.
Spot.
Big fist came from Duggan.
Oh,
Press.
Big hit. That's a high. Yeah, that was pretty big by Press.
Ironed out Orderstead. Duggan got himself in trouble. Ronsley finds Doreen. Played a lot of games, Mitch Doreen.
Yeah, he's prepped for this one, Tubes. Adam Duggan in the back flank too. The big red.
Not a lot to kick to, so he decides to go towards a short option there in Lawless. Carmichael ducked into a tackle.
Yeah,
almost
good call by
getting
the umpire
DDT.
too. Yeah, almost the Jake the Snake Roberts. And there's a hacksaw Jim Duggan up the back line too for Port. Big 31, the big red machine.
So ball up.
290 games played.
I think it's over 300, including some of his finals and things as Livingston gets dumped in a tackle
Yeah, he's made for finals, Tubes.
by Louis Minty. Wilson. So,
what a pickup.
So elusive, and then sends it goalward. Why not?
let's
Absolute
go
beauty
away.
from the
That's
George Watt medalist. He's kicked the goal from outside 50. What did you make of that, Dan?
Mate, that was one of the great goals I've seen in a grand final, and especially with that just smooth pickup by Jack Wilson.
Let's take a look at it again.
Just rips it out. That's 50. That's right on the paint. Bang.
Not the start Cygnet would have wanted. But a hot start from the Sharks. They are 3 goals, zip 18 to Cygnet, yet to score.
That's it, Tubes, and that's what it's all about, being focused, resilient, composed, and that's what they've been so far, the Sharkies.
Last time they met, it was a 10-point margin in favour of
Great ball
Port.
movement.
They look good as they move it again. O'Neill wheels around. He's got Boxall all by himself. How does he get alone? Scott Boxall will go back from directly in front, slight angle. How does he do that? How does he get all by himself?
Yeah, it's just a vision, isn't it? Like Scott put himself in the right position. This is straight in front of the high diddle, and you expect from this man to put it straight through. And he's
Just push it to the right-hand side for Boxall.
on the stick.
Rawnsley looks to play on. Doesn't have a lot to kick to here.
Straight to Jack Wilson.
Oh, no. And Doreen goes back.
Yeah, nice little one-hander.
He's got Elliot Ross on the long lead. Decides against that, goes further afield. Nice defensive work there by the forwards for Cygnet. They get it back though. Quick kick forward from O'Neill. Ashraf Adikote bends one back. Does it get there? No. Through for another behind.
And they're away here. They've got players streaming up the wing. So here we go. Report.
Goes
Great
forward
vision.
again. And that one beats all comers out of bounds.
Yeah, if that stayed in, Tubes, it would have been absolutely massive. But changing game at the moment. The tactics probably need to change from the Cygnet Footy Club.
They
They've
just
been
can't-
disappointed with the start.
They just can't get space, Dan. Just can't get space. As the victorious Huonville Lions come out of the change rooms in the Doug Place to stand, you heard the cheer. Wilson got it back. Short kick. Going back with a flight. Courageous stuff from Howlett. And the umpire will ball it up. Just can't get their hands on the footy. And
There's too much pressure, Tubes.
Yeah, no clean possession and being very well worn.
Yeah, the Dodgers have been so good with the tackles and just the pressure, and that's forcing turnovers.
Wilson got it to Daff, who got it back further. Jennings gets called to play on, got a handball away. Through came Wouters, and the umpire's called that for high.
Yeah, it looked a little bit high.
Interesting
That's a
kick.
rainmaker.
Adikote got his hands away. Oh, Wilson got pushed off the ball
Nice
by
work from Brad.
McDermott. Carmichael can't quite take the mark. The umpire's pulled out a throw here.
This will
Bit
go
of
to
free
Cygnet
kick.
too.
Yep. Free kick to Lockie Carmichael. Just need a goal to settle things down. Gee, that's not going to help. That's a horrible kick.
Yeah, it's just coming off the side of the boot. It's just a bit of that slipperiness of the ball. It's like a soap block, Tube.
Yeah, it is. 18 minutes, 50 gone in the first term. It's Dodgers Ferry shot out to a hot early lead. 20 points is the margin. Scooped it back. Oh, Jennings only knows one way. There's the stack out there of Fuller. Wilson got it back to his good mate Russell, who goes forward again. Oh, that's
Great contest.
attack here. Kennedy got it away. Wilson caught one high.
And they've called it too. Wilson kicked one from here. Oh, a bit of a biffo.
Going on with it with Ronsley. Wilson, we know he's an elite user of the footy.
He
Look
found
at
himself
that.
on his... Oh!
Yule all by himself. Could have got with that up. Well done to Livingston. McDermott got it away, so strong through the core. Sends the ball long. Doyle with strength. They've got to be quick. There's about 15 seconds to go in the term. No one at home, or is there? Here's a chance now. Lawless goes towards goal. Cross the face. And it's out of bounds. And the siren will sound. There it is. Quarter time here at North Hobart Oval. It's Dodgers Ferry 3-2-20, leading Cygnet, yet to score. Goal kickers for Dodgers Ferry. Jack Wilson had one. It was an absolute beauty. Andrew Press with one, and the first of the game went to Sammy Russell. They are the goal kickers. Better players, Dan?
Yeah, mate, they were pretty, like, there's a big difference, isn't there? The speed, agility and strength of Dodgers Ferry Sharks, and they look dangerous going forward in the 50. In saying that, Cygnet, the back six, did pretty well to, you know, deal with that kind of pressure. But as you can see, the Sharks in front by 3 goals. 3 goals to 220.
I thought Scott Boxall was very good. Ashraf Adikote was very good. Tim Daff in the ruck was sensational. And Jack Wilson, so clean considering how slippery it is out there. For the Port, I thought Reece Jennings really put in hard. I thought Cody Rawnsley down back was pretty good. Brad McDermott in spots was pretty good too. And Kane Wooders was okay. Adam Duggan's got his hands full with Andrew Press, of course. We'll take a quick break here after we look at the highlights of the first term. Let's take a look as we roll through those. That's the first goal that went to Sammy Russell, who absolutely loved it. Andrew Press with a beautiful kick from 45 degrees and a bit of artwork on the back of the scone. Glorious kick. And then this goal from Wilson is as good as you'll see in Ultimate Reserves footy. Beautiful stuff. And he loved it too. We'll take a quick break here. It's Dodgers Ferry by 20 points in the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves Grand Final from North Hobart Oval. Tubes Taylor with you, along with his brother Dan.
Mate, the Great Australian Bite has something delicious for you. Banjos Bakery Cafe, where meets baked fresh in every store every day since 1984. The Great Australian Bite has never tasted this good. Visit a store near you or download the app and order today. Banjos Bakery Cafe, baking things better.
Hi, I'm Ray Chamberlain, and here are the top reasons why you should become an AFL umpire. You love intellectual conversations.
I know you're not. No, I said.
And you said no. Everybody knows you need help with your anger management issues.
We don't talk to one another like that.
It's okay.
You just can't keep up with the young ones any longer.
It's run down.
Because you like to get paid to keep fit.
Blow your whistle, show your decision, show your good strong signals, then get on your bike and go.
It's the best game in the world.
Well, things about to get underway here in the second term. As Dodgers Ferry have shot out to a hot lead. They lead by 20 points, 3-2. Cygnet didn't look like even getting a shot on goal in that term, Dan.
No, there were a few opportunities. They went squandered because of probably the conditions. And Tubes, it looks as though it's 50 shades of grey out there too. It might actually change this afternoon, which might affect proceedings. Because if it does team down with rain, goals are going to be a precious commodity.
Well, they certainly are, Dan, as the umpire looks to ball it up. Umpire is away. For second quarter of the Banjos Bakery SFL Grand Final for the reserves is happening now. Daff in the ruck. He's been good so far, Dan.
Yep, Daff, one of my favourite players out there, Tubes. I love watching him play and just a rough nut. And
Order set. Sorry.
I was going to say, what would you say to them at quarter time if you're Cygnet coach?
For me, it's about possessing the ball for Cygnet. Wilson gets it forward, and that'll end up okay. Rawnsley, maybe a free kick too high. It'll be a free kick to Fuller. So Fuller will go back from about 45 metres. He'll end up kicking. He's a beautiful kick of the footy. But I think for Cygnet, they just need to get their hands on the footy and slow things down a bit.
Yeah, it's being run around stoppages in the middle, Tubes. So let's see if he can nail this one, Fuller. It's a great kick for goal.
Oh, that's nice off the boot. Fuller has his first. The first goal of the second term goes to the Dodgers Ferry Sharks. And is that starting to rattle the cage of the Cygnet Footy Club?
Well, I think with the heartbreak of last year, Tubes, Dodgers Ferry Sharks has got on the front foot this year. They were behind last time and managed to snipe them at the end in the last couple of minutes. But Cygnet, yeah, they'd have to regroup, just keep on putting on pressure, use the ball effectively, I guess, and defend.
Yeah, agree. What they actually need to do, I feel like Cygnet need to just possess the ball. They haven't had a look at it at all. That sort of stuff there, where Carmichael gathers the footy and he's got a hold of it. Anyway, gives it off to a running Doreen. Here's a chance now for Wouters, who's caught one high. Maybe the umpire saw, but he decided no.
Might have ducked into it. The umpire has called it. Bit of a ball up in the forward pocket.
Ruck contest here.
Held without it, I think. Oh, it's called throwing the ball. There we go, Tim Daff with the peel in the back flank.
Daff sends it long. Addercoat got his handball away, straight into the snout of Perry. Wilson sends the ball long. At the bottom of the pack, Kennedy can't get away. Huge hit. Press bounces back up.
Lawless is away. He's
now
coming
they're
out the
away.
wing.
Jennings. Wheels out of trouble. Gives it back looking for Lawless. Nice pick up there by Ford. Jennings, short one, looking for Snags Colson. He's got a hold of it. Sends the ball inside forward 50, but that's out on the full, not his best.
That was better from Cygnet. The ball movement there, Tubes, was quite good. Colson just in the wet.
Let's take a look at the hit here. Rawnsley loves that stuff.
Bang.
Press got up. Colson now with a chance to put it inside forward 50.
Why they call him Snags, Tubes? Is it because he kicks plenty of goals?
Yeah, he loves them. Doyle at the bottom of the pack gets wrapped up by the hat stack out there of Collins.
You do see him at Bunnings on the weekend, getting a few snags too.
Wherever you can get him, he woofs them down, whether it be in front of goal or out at Clemens minor 10, as that kick off the ground there from Livingston goes out on the full.
They haven't got a point yet, Tubes. Cygnet, they'll be looking to score at least, you think, in this first half.
Long kick. As the rain starts to fall, that's a great mark to Russell, considering the rain is coming down pretty heavily now. That's a good piece of work there too from Elliot Ross. Into the middle, looking for Orderset. Oh, he's backed into a trouble there from McDermott. Orderset goes back after the ball. Doreen got the handball over the top. Oh, gee. Caught one in the snout there, did Caulfield.
Yeah, the vice-captain. He looks forward, drills it long.
Doyle underneath the ball, nice fist there. Jennings got it out to McDermott. Gets it back to Doyle, smothered. Wilson sold a bit of candy. Hard at it, order set, massive hit on Hayden Davis, but he's up and safe and okay. In fact, he's going back at the footy now. Caulfield got his handball over the top.
Geez, those follow-up efforts there from Tubes, from Davis there. He just took a massive hit and then followed it up, and it's those 1%ers that'll get you over the line in the G-FA.
Nielsen in the ruck this time. Carmichael got his fingertips on it. Wheeling around, kick came from Caulfield, punch from Doyle. Seems to be okay. Gee, the Sharks' defence is just so strong. Now a chance for Livingston to put him on the board. He sends it goalward. Just as it got in.
Massive.
Absolutely unbelievable from Braden Livingston. What a goal.
That just kept on going up in the air tubes. It came down with rain on it. It went into the clouds and just went straight through the high diddle.
Gee, opportunistic stuff here from Braden Livingston. Take a look at this. They were holding up so well. The ball just avoided him. Nice shepherd there. Have a look at this. The ball in the air, like the Duke balls. How did that get in? It swung. Well, maybe that's what they need. A little bit of luck.
Yeah, a bit of an off break there. And what a way to get on the board too. And it's not out of reach for Cygnet. They're going in with momentum now, Tubes, as it goes back in the middle.
Back in the middle, umpires pulled out a free kick for a Shepherd. It'll go to Russell. Right in the middle of North Hobart Oval. Plays on. Nielsen doesn't chase, which is interesting. Going back to the flight, that's a great mark. Mark Perry.
Yeah, Perry for the Ferry.
In comes Perry for the immediate answer. He locks it off the boot. And bang, they're straight back in front by 26 points.
Yeah, that mark in trying conditions, Tubes, as we saw from Perry.
Oh,
just superb.
Has a little spew there. Doesn't know how to drink. Has actually forgotten how to drink.
He's got a drinking problem.
I've forgotten how to drink. Give me a second crack at that. Mark Perry.
Give it a go.
Forgotten how to swallow.
Phrasing.
So, 7 minutes 20 gone.
Yeah, it's starting to get a bit more wet outside here, Tubes. Just teaming down with rain.
This is what they need. McDermott straight down towards his forward line. Wheeling round. Chance for Gale. We know he's hard. We know he's strong. Well, quick kick forward by Pearson goes across the face of goal.
Yeah, just move it forward would be the options here in this kind of weather, Tubes. Might even get muddy out there, I reckon, at North Hobart Oval.
Well, hopefully the rain dissipates throughout the rest of the day. I'm not sure what the forecast is. Vauxhall does battle with Doyle. We'll see a ball up.
At least they're getting in their 50 now, which is good news. Yeah, we do have a little bit of a forecast, a bit of a northwesterly coming in. More rain expected here at North Hobart Oval. We've had a look at the Bureau of Meteorology. It looks like it's light rain, but even light rain makes a pretty wet footy.
Certainly does. Ball up. Nielsen. Quick kick out of nowhere. Goes across the face of goal through from behind.
Yeah, opportunistic there, but a little bit much. So 1-1, 7 to 5-2, 32.
25 points the margin. So bring it out.
Oh, great mark.
He's got numbers inside. He goes towards Livingston, who drops what he should have taken, probably infringed upon, according to Livingston.
Yeah, it looked like he might have been held without it there for a second, but the umpire's just going to leave those ones. But great umpiring so far on both sides.
Doyle, Joshy Doyle on screen. Nielsen brings this one down, straight down the throat of an opposition player in Hughes, who's had a bit of it as Hughes. Ball up. Dermott dropped it. Daff Tried hard. Carmichael out of the air, maybe in
He's
danger.
kicking in danger.
Free kick going to Daff. Short kick. Almost a trial for a pass. That ball now starting to get slippery. Coming through was Perry. Jennings gets it back to Duggan. Duggan needs to go across the face of goal.
Dangerous
Not through
block.
want, but through necessity. Rawnsley gathers. Heard Addercoat coming. Kept it in. Did Addercoat. Someone needs to shepherd here. No one does. Out of bounds.
Yeah, we've got a slippery pill out there, so the skills are going to get worse and worse as it goes on. So it's crucial in this game, in this granny.
Ball in, right on the paint of 50 for the Dodgers Ferry Sharks on their half-forward line. Bouncing ball out the back for Ross. Carmichael traps the footy well, just slips out of his fingertips though. Little clever touch, goes back towards Yule. Oh, that's
big hit.
a hard hit.
Yeah, Jordan McDermott there.
Luke Smith came through, but McDermott bounces up. He's got the footy. Doreen trapped the ball, didn't have it. Umpire said your free kick, Doreen. So Matt Doreen goes short, out towards forward. No, it's not forward, I beg your pardon. Who have we got there?
Number 43, Tubes, the ghost of Koutafidis.
We'll find out who that is. It's punched away. Find out who that is for you.
All the fans seeking shelter, Tubes. No one's in the wet area at the moment. They're all making their way underneath cover. And fair enough. Kicks it out. Jesse O'Neill. Oh, that's a beautiful mark from Wilson. He's playing like a man possessed, Tubey.
Sends the ball long. Duggan from behind. Nice fist. McDermott got his fist away. Doreen of the Mitch variety kicks to 4 Sharks. Daff gets it forward.
Done.
Howlett gathers the ball at half forward, sends the ball inside forward 50. That's a great mark. Another nice one to Mark Perry. So he might have forgotten how to drink, but he knows how to take a grab in the wet.
Tell you what. Look at this.
The Cygnet faithful up in the grandstand. That's the Horrig Orange stand. You can see the rain really coming down. In comes Perry. Not going to get the journey here. Duggan did well. Oh, smart. And that's just rushed through from behind.
Yeah, another point there to the Sharkies.
Margin now 26. Doreen sends it long. This one's coming over the back. I think that might be... Is that Lewis? I don't think it is.
Yeah, just a scrappy affair at the moment, Tubes. With the rain teaming down, it's going to get worse and goals are going to be hard to come by. So just push it forward. Get some possession. Here we go. This is better from Cygnet.
Wooters goes across to Caulfield. They've got numbers in the middle, but they're not going that direction. Instead, longer kick up the line. That works out okay to Pearson. Pearson's got Caulfield on short, decides against that, wheels into the centre of North Hobart Oval. Doyle traps the ball beautifully, gets it off to Ford. Ford gets himself into trouble. Nice handball up. They come through. Collins got trapped with the ball and just dribbles one off the ground towards Addercoat. Now Wilson in space. Short one is on, just too much on it. Just kicked it over the head for Minty. Carmichael got his handball away. Doreen in some space. Decides against the short option, goes longer still. And now inside forward 50 again, but it's going to be repelled straight away. Jed, scrappy stuff here. Doreen, happy to see it across the line for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, the back six are holding up from the Dodgers Ferry Sharks. Just not many options. A few double teamings in the back line, and they'll be happy with this. So they've got a man behind the ball, Tubes. Just doing the intercept plays.
Just hearing now from, I'll tell you in a moment, as the ball just keeps on. Broad gets hit. That's a good kick. And that'll be wrapped up nicely by Caulfield. Short one to Livingston. Boxall traps him. Here's a kick inside forward 50. Nice fist away. Out it comes now for Malone. That's a good kick. Russell gives off the handball to Boxall. Boxall inside forward 50. Ross arrived late on Perry, who's had plenty of it. Boxall ducks under a tackle. Wilson gets past, can't get past Duggan.
I was just about to call that.
Carmichael sends the ball along. They're kicking and hoping the pawn.
Yeah, Jamie Scott's a loose man in defence, Tubes. They've got it covered, the Sharks, at the moment.
Hughes wheels around. Orderset. Again, just a kick and hope. Had numbers around the footy. Carmichael got it out wide. Just dropped the footy then. And it'll be a free kick going
What
the way.
a tackle from Hughesy.
Yep.
Matty Hughes.
Just hearing that Matt Coulson is called Snags because his old man Ian Coulson is called Sausage. How good's that?
Should be called Chipolata. The cocktail sad.
Lucas Ford can't get it away. Perry. Boxall rode the bump.
He's rode it.
That's throwing the footy. Umpire's given a free kick here to the Port. Gonna go to Lucas Ford.
About 3 minutes left on the clock. A late one here for Cygnet, possibly Tubes.
Livingston clinical to Lawless. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal.
Probably the most important kick in the game here for momentum for Cygnet. Port would love to see this sail through the big sticks.
Shout out to the 700 people who are watching from home. At Tubes if you want to get in touch. In comes Lawless from the
that's
pocket.
a big kick.
Gee, that's a beauty. Oh, magnificent. Brad Lawless gets his first and maybe keeps Cygnet in touch. It's been dominated by the Sharks so far. But
Yeah.
Brad Lawless from the pocket, what a kick, Dan.
Yeah, that's true. They call him Xena Warrior Princess, named after Lucy Lawless. That went straight through the big sticks, and that's what you want. You need your senior players to fire up, especially when you're a few goals down. And now they're in it. There's only 20 points, Tubes. It's well within their reach.
20 points of margin late in the second term. Punched forward. Order set.
Yeah, it looked like a high tackle there. It'll come back in the middle. Only a minute 30 left in this quarter. Sam Russell with the pill, kicks it forward. Can they get a late one?
Addercoat underneath it.
What a mark.
Great mark. Second grab. Possess the footy. Wilson's all by himself. And that's as dark as Jack Wilson's hair gets right there. Jack Wilson, one of the stars of the competition in the twos. Check out the boots on him.
He's probably the best player out there, Tubes, today. He's shown a lot. He's just been skilled when in trying conditions. And can he put this through? Certainly sneaks it through.
Wow, what a goal from Jack Wilson. Another goal 6-3-39. The Sharks lead Cygnet 2-1-13 with 30 seconds left in the half.
The jack of all trades. He is like a Swiss Army knife. He can do anything out there. You can put him anywhere on the field. He's probably the form player in the Rezzies in the SFL. He's got 2 snags on the board.
How good, Jack Wilson.
About 6 seconds left.
Spoke to him earlier in the day and he was pumped up, a little nervous. Order set, had a fresh airy. And there it is, half-time here in the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves Grand Final at North Hobart Oval between the Dodgers Ferry Sharks and Cygnet Port Football Club. It is Cygnet 2-1-13 to Dodgers Ferry 6-3-39. Goal kickers for the Port, Braden Livingston with an absolute beauty and Brad Lawless with a nice one from the pocket. For the Sharks, 2 to Jack Wilson, including an absolute ripper in the first term, then singles to Andrew Press, Sam Russell and Nathan Fuller. There he is, Andrew Press. Oh, Mark Perry's got 1, 2. I wish he, have a look at that artwork.
Yeah, it's
goodness
beautiful,
me.
isn't it?
Look at that.
He should be the captain of a tri-masted Spanish galleon, I reckon, that man.
What is that?
Looks
What
like
is it?
maybe it's a phoenix rising from the ashes tubes.
Is the ashes his neck?
Might be a cricket match that they do in England occasionally.
Well, let's have a look at the highlights from the second term as Cygnet look a little despondent as they come off. Here's the goal from Nathan Fuller. Beautiful, accurate kick, and didn't he love it too? This goal from Braden Livingston is one of the best you'll see from this pocket. How it got in, I don't know. It just managed to curl through.
He just willed it, didn't he? He moved the head.
And he was fired up too. The goal from Mark Perry was a good one. Then he forgot how to drink. Hopefully, if the Dodgers Ferry Sharks win today, he doesn't forget how to drink. And then Lawless with some pinpoint accuracy from the pocket, trying to get his Cygnet Port Footy Club fired up. We'll take a break here at half-time. It is Dodgers Ferry out in front by 26 points after the last goal to Jack Wilson, who's probably best on ground for mine so far, Dan.
Yeah, definitely the GOAT, they're calling him already. Jack Wilson, the Sharkies are getting around him, but he's been best on ground so far.
26 points margin here at half-time in the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves Grand Final. My name's Tubes Taylor. If you want to get in touch at half-time, at Tubes on Twitter or Instagram, or you can follow Dan. What's yours?
I don't know, my handle, Tubes, is probably Goonman1.
Goonman1. It's half-time here in the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves Grand Final. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a few moments. Do not go anywhere.
Mate, the Great Australian Bite has something delicious for you. Banjos Bakery Cafe, where meets baked fresh in every store every day since 1984. The Great Australian Bite has never tasted this good. Visit a store near you or download the app and order today. Banjos Bakery Cafe, baking things better.
Hi, I'm Ray Chamberlain, and here are the top reasons why you should become an AFL umpire. You love intellectual conversations.
I know you're not. No, I said
And you said no. Everybody knows you need help with your anger management issues.
we don't talk to one another like that.
Huh? It's okay.
You just can't keep up with the young ones any longer.
Is run down.
Because you like to get paid to keep fit.
Blow your whistle, show your decision, show your good strong signals, then get on your bike and go.
It's the best game in the world.
Let's get it on. Third quarter about to get underway here at North Hobart Oval in the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves Grand Final between the Dodgers Ferry Sharks and the Cygnet Port Football Club.
Yeah, you did make a Marvin Gaye reference there, Tubes. Let's get it on, and that's what it's all about. It's the blood, sweat and tears. You've only got one half of footy to play, so Cygnet are going to give it everything in the second half.
Well, they need to, Dan. They haven't looked like scoring at all in comparison to the Sharks that have just been everywhere. We're underway, third quarter happening right now. Big tackle laid by Carmichael on Fuller, and we'll see a ball up.
Yeah, nice, pretty heavy tackle too, yeah.
Nice crowd building, Dan. The grandstands are quite full.
See a lot of Port colours out there, Tubes. A lot of representation from the south and Cygnet. But I don't think you're ready for Dodgers Ferry.
Fuller off the ground. Fuller went again, gathered the ball, sent a torpedo down towards Kennedy. Kennedy at the back, handballs over the top to Press. Press just needs to gather and goal.
He drop kicks it. He hits the turf. He's my favourite player. Look at him.
Andrew Press has got two, and he's fired up.
We've got to see this on replay. I think he's drop kicked it, Tubes. We haven't seen a drop kick for a very long time, since the 1940s.
How about the artwork on the neck too? Wow. Kennedy did really well.
Does he drop kick it? Yes, he does. Eats the turf.
And then
tuck in.
Burrows in like a mole.
What a dude.
7-3-45. The Sharks lead Cygnet 2-1-13. Boxall. Fuller's been good in the middle. Dan?
Mate, Fuller's been one of the champs out there for the midfield. But it's a dangerous forward line that you'd be worried about if you were Cygnet. But it is a stoppage game, especially in this weather. But the weather, it seems to be a little bit more sunny out there, Tubes. Hopefully it does remain this way.
Like it to stay this way for a while, Dan.
Yeah.
Still is quite slippery out there. Quick one forward by Lawless. Here's a chance for Snags Carlson. Pops out the back.
Snags loves it, doesn't he? Look at him. He's fired up. Big Snags.
Shout out to the meatball. Tristan Barnett, who's put me right on Jack Bester, who's number 43 for the Port. Chance now for Cygnet as they get it forward. Doyle just burrows in. Snags is thereabouts. Pops out the back, that's a throw. Absolute throw. Umpire missed it on the wrong side. Wooders does really well.
Oh, look at those skills. Look at those skills.
Fuller.
Exquisite.
Sends the ball long. Mark taken by Russell. He's got
players streaming everywhere, Russell. He's going quick.
Long towards Kennedy. Really well done.
Oh, gee.
Doreen got bowled over by the Viking of Press.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the receiving end of that, Tubes. There's like a bull. Bang.
Oh, how's that?
Just skittled him over like a bowling ball.
Out the back for Wilson. Geez, had it on a string. Kicks to Ross, though, in opposition colours. Now a chance for Livingston. Through the middle of North Hobart Oval, goes forward, finds his man in McDermott. McDermott wheels around onto the right boot, sends the ball long. Coming out to meet it is Gale. Still got time. Goes inside. Jennings must go. Sends it goalward. Sneaks it home.
Gets it done.
Well, there you go. Margin back to 4 goals too. So that's 26 points.
Yeah, big work from Reece Jennings. And that's the inspire, you know, the kind of leadership you need out there. Especially when you are behind. But you're only 4 goals behind, Tubes. Like, there's still time in this game. And look at that. Just does the Sticks Kernahan helicopter.
Just hearing from Reed Hooker that Big Andrew Press is known as Herb or Herbie. And for me, he's reminiscent of a train, not because of his size or turning ability, but when he's strolling along with his vape and the smell of Sticky Day pudding.
Sticky Day pudding it is. Yeah, Herbie goes bananas down there in the forward line.
That's
for
clever
Dodgers. And the umpire's
Jennings.
found a free.
as he's been known to do for a number of years. Cops one high. Long kick though, chopped off by the Sharks. And Howlett, who goes wide, finds Russell.
Yeah, Russell's been good, being a big tall tower in the forward line and just has enough in the tank, and what a mark on the lead.
Addercote.
Is he too far out? He's looking inboard.
Kennedy comes out to meet it and then drives both knees into the turf at North Hobart Oval. Simo Kennedy will go back from the pocket and try and kick one from here. Easier pocket to kick it on for a right footer. Kennedy wheels out and sends it high. Where's press? Punched away by Duggan. Doreen got a handball away, then got tripped over. Umpire missed that one. Here comes Snags Colston, who's happy to see it across the line because he was surrounded by Sharks.
Yeah, good on you, Snags. Yeah, he was in the Shark tank there, Tubes. It was a 1-on-4, and very impressed by that from the young Cygnet legend.
Ball in.
Nice ruck work.
Scoopy stuff. Out the back, McDermott. Hard over the footy there. Nice work by Perry. Jennings.
It's a scrappy encounter. Whoever has the most endurance and speed and agility and strength will get to the end of this one.
Well, it'll come down to that, won't it? Order set out of the ruck. Nice tap on there by Caulfield. Sends it down towards Carmichael, who just hasn't been able to get it on first touch. Throws it away. Looking for a teammate there in Gale.
Carmichael's back. He's held without it. The umpire says play on.
Yule's been good.
Oh, that is a spear.
Nice tackle late.
There's shades of Goldberg.
Look at
Roman
Jennings
Reigns.
tackling his own mate in Caulfield there. Just doesn't care who's got the footy, he'll tackle him.
Love this ferociousness.
A little bit of rain
There's a
falling
bit of heart
now.
out there, isn't there?
There is.
Oh, another one. It's taking people down left, right, and centre. Here we go.
Broad. Pops it up. Russell came late. Jennings couldn't get it off Addercote. Quick kick across by O'Neill is a good one. Finding McDermott. Sending it down to press. Duggan rode him beautifully. Kennedy and Rawnsley. Rawnsley sat on the footy. Kept it alive though, did Addercote. Rawnsley kept running. Happy to see it across the line again. Ball in.
He looks dangerous, doesn't he, Andrew Press, when he's on the press. But just lower the eyes next time, put it out in front of him.
Just hearing from Alex Fitzgerald that he reckons that Jack Wilson's got the best on-ground medals sewn up already.
Oh, geez.
Says he is a freak.
8 minutes in the third quarter. Could there be a hero, though, for a Cygnet?
Doyle sending it long to the half-forward line. Roving it was Bester, who wheels around into the pocket. Pearson can't gather. That's a great tackle. Now a chance for Ford towards goal. Just to the far side.
Yeah, there's a couple of players up forward, Tubes, that were calling out for that one. They're like, we are on our own, including Livingston up the front for Cygnet, so they'll be disappointed with that.
Out it comes Scott. Gets it away. Bester.
Oh, he's kept it in
Gets-
play.
Yeah, somehow.
Big right boot.
Oh dear.
Falls to ground. Probably a bit high,
O'Neill,
ducked
yeah.
into it. He's asking the umpire too.
Looking straight at the umpire, pleading for it. O'Neill.
Keep your eyes on the prize, boys.
Yep. And that is the
That's what
pill.
you got to do. So Cygnet 3-2-20 to the Sharks, 7-3-45, 9 minutes into the third quarter. The forward flank going forward for the Port. And the pressure's gone up a bit.
Certainly
You have
has,
to be in
Dan.
tip-top physical condition, don't you, Tubes?
Certainly do. It is raining again. Just a light little dusting. Nothing that we're afraid of, as we see the great man David Hunt on the opposite side of the field there with the umbrella.
What a smother.
Great smother. Cusick went in hard, handballed up, missed the target, got time, does Broad, then just went for a touchdown.
He went for a try, yeah.
O'Neill, Broad. Broad's kick rushed. Doreen ×2 plus
Oh, the
press.
big man pulls through.
Duggan, strong. Little rush kick there was good from Minty. Now press, so strong. Gets bowled over by Doreen. And that one's tapped out for a boundary throw in again.
He's got his own fan club, Andrew Press. It's called Press Club 7. I'm a member of it, the founding member. He is playing like a man possessed, Tubes.
Man pressed. As the ball comes in at 50. Doreen tried hard. Minty, I think that was full up.
Out of traffic.
Got his handball away, got
thrown
slung.
without it. Or
That'll be a sling tackle.
Yep.
Is it holding the footy?
Holding the
Hold
footy.
the ball. Man down by
could
play.
have gone either way there.
Is Jennings. Livingston's kick. Big fly from Carmichael. I tell you what, if he's able to get his hands on the footy first time every time, he's had 30 possessions.
30 touches in a GF already. You know, quarter 3, halfway through it. Unbelievable game.
Just like him to slow it down a little and grab the footy. It seems to be a little bit more spend before you get it at the minute, as that one's gone out of bounds.
Yeah, Cygnet were calling for deliberate, Tony Deliberatore, but they're not going to get it from the umpires. They've swallowed the whistle here. And look at the Horry Gorringe stand, Tubes.
Yeah, that's the rain we're looking at. Good to see some rogue units up there in the Legionnaires hats.
Tell you what, it's hard to hold a candle in that cold September rain. It's cold out there, Tubes. Colder than a witch's tit.
"12 minutes gone in the third term."
Here we go, up in the ruck. Looks as though it's a stoppage game at the moment.
Yeah, I think Dodgers Ferry will be happy with this. They've been getting tired.
Yeah, plays in the favour for them, especially goals are hard to come by in these conditions. They are 4 goals up.
Well, 4 goals up when only 10's been scored. That's a fairly solid effort. Umpire's pulled out a free kick here, going to Fuller.
And Tim Daff is streaming in the forward line, calling for it.
Steady goes short. Nice work by Bester. Snags Colson, gets tripped. Umpire saw it.
Can he inspire his team, Big Snags? The Chipolata.
Rolling out the back, this one will beat all comers. Nick Malone sees it across the line for a ball in.
Yes,
He's tried his hardest today, Braden Livingston, that's for sure.
Oh, you got to leave it out there. And whether they have the stamina to just keep on going here and just keep on pushing away. There ain't no second prize here, Tubes.
Yeah, no way. As that one's out of bounds. Sammy Yule just picking it up there and not able to get rid of it. So a ball in.
And the rain here at boundary side, Tubes, is getting pretty heavy. You can see down here a lot of people making their way into the rafters, into the grandstands.
Good numbers though. The crowd seems pretty big. There's a few underneath us here. Not many on the terraces, obviously, because of the moisture.
Humid today, pals.
Hughes comes out, quick kick forward by Smith.
Oh,
And there's a mark by McDermott. Oh, just ran into trouble. Best up.
Look at that desperation
Cusick, yeah.
from the Sharkies there. That is a beautiful smother. Look at this, and the crowd have gone mild at the moment, Tubes.
Well, there's that crowd there doesn't really care, because that's the Hillville Lions crowd that are looking forward to the next game and were watching the earlier game. So out it comes now. Hughes sends it long.
Cygnet is quite close to Hillville. Maybe they'll go for the Sharkies. And a bit of a push and shove from the boys out there as the rain tumbles down.
This is Russell. It's really coming down quite heavily now. Russell plays on quickly, sends it down towards press, but Duggan reads it best from the half-back line. Sending the ball long. Carmichael with a little push in the back. Cusick gathers the footy, dropped it. Umpire circles and says, ball it in.
A bit of pressure out there. It looks as though he went for the handball, but found the line and to throw in. Port need to push it forward here, and here's an opportunity.
Can't get it out. We haven't seen Wilson much this term. Is he off? I think he might be, or is it? No, he's playing
He's
down
got the long
forward.
sleeves down forward. Oh, that's forward. Huge effort.
Yule got a kick away. Underneath it was Daff. Fuller been very, very good. Bends one around. Here's a chance for Addercoat. No.
Thought that was going to stay in. Addercoat running up the boundary line. You can see the big bursting of air from the players, just putting their heart and soul into this, Tubes. It's all the blood, sweat and tears from a full season. Nothing better than September footy, the grand final at that.
Quick kick forward was smothered off the boot of Smith. Then Caulfield sent it forward again. Forward trying hard, kicked off the ground by Carmichael. Livingston pushed the man off the ball, then he dove on it. Umpire circling ball up. 100 reserves games for Benny Smith today.
Yeah, they call him Big Ben.
Nielsen out of the ruck, gave it to Snaggs. Snaggs got it forward, finds Lucas Ford.
Can Lucas go back and slot this, or is he too far out on a day like this, Tubes?
I think if he was on the run on a dry day, he would be fine from here. However, I think this might just test him. I'll tell you what, he's given it a fair chisel and it's hit the post out on the full.
Yeah, he had the distance, just not the accuracy that time. And no score, as we've got a couple of planes going over the top.
Oh yeah, the roulettes. The roulettes are here.
Roulettes!
You can hear them in there. Hughes. And out it comes for the back for Broad. A downfield free kick will go to Wilson.
Yeah, they're worried about Wilson. Just the arms wrapped around him.
Kennedy.
Oh, that's
Rawnsley
great.
wore it best and got held.
Yeah, Rawnsley, great defence today for Port. He's really stood up tall under a lot of pressure.
It's just been too much of it coming down towards his way. Carmichael gathers the ball, short one, finds McDermott. As the roulettes continue with their work. Doyle got underneath the ball. Bester got it through. Now a chance for Snaggs. Carlson, he just got run into.
He still desperately tackles.
Cusick got it away. That was interesting from Yule. Oh, meeting a sandwich was Paul Broad. Court high was...
Ball's still not out of play.
Yeah, I'm
Slippery.
not sure what was going on there.
Yeah, it's a slippery little sucker today, that pill, Tubes.
It certainly is, Dan.
This is why skills have been lacking for both teams, because it's hard to get a hold of it. And nice little tackle.
Cusick sees it across the line. Through for a behind.
About 40 more seconds of this quarter to go. Cygnet 3-2-20 to the Sharks 7-3-45. 25 points in it.
They'd love to get a goal here. Caulfield, from a tough angle, sends it out on the field full.
Yeah, it looks as though it's 13 degrees outside at the moment, Tubes, and doesn't look to be getting any better weather-wise.
No.
Some grey clouds above. And there's the roulettes again.
And a 50-metre penalty too, as we see the roulettes on screen, and the siren goes here at three-quarter time. Cygnet 3-2-20. Trail Dodgers Ferry 7-3-45.
Yeah, nothing like seeing the roulettes above North Hobart Oval, that's for sure. Always been on black.
There we go. .25-point margin here at three-quarter time. Dodgers Ferry lead by 25. Let's take a look at the highlights from that quarter. Only a couple of goals. Simo Kennedy got over the top, and Andrew Press did his best impression of a mole.
Just dived into the
Someone
dirt.
make that into a Shooting Stars meme, please. That was brilliant stuff from the veteran. And then Press here with a big bump. Oh,
Boof.
for Doreen.
KO.
Quick goal for Jennings. It was the only real highlight for Cygnet. He loved it. He wants to fire the boys up. As the roulettes disappear into what is a grey sky here at North Hobart Oval. The seniors game to come up next, but don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break here at three-quarter time and recharge for what will be a huge final term in the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves Grand Final. Tubes Taylor and Dan Taylor bringing you the broadcast live next. Do not go anywhere.
Nice. The Great Australian Bite has something delicious for you. Banjos Bakery Cafe, where meets baked fresh in every store every day since 1984. The Great Australian Bite has never tasted this good. Visit a store near you or download the app and order today. Banjos Bakery Cafe, baking things better.
Hi, I'm Ray Chamberlain, and here are the top reasons why you should become an AFL umpire. You love intellectual conversations.
I know you're not. No, I said
And you said no. Everybody knows you need help with your anger management issues.
we don't talk to one another like that.
It's okay.
You just can't keep up with the young ones any longer.
He's run down.
Because you like to get paid to keep fit.
Blow your whistle. Show your decision. Show your good, strong signals. Then get on your bike and go.
It's the best game in the world.
There he is, the senior co-coach, David Hunt, with his young fella. I think that's Logan. It's a 25-point margin in favour of Dodgers Ferry. Now, I'm having a little bit of deja vu here, Dan. A wet day at North Hobart Oval. If we cast the clock back to 2022 Grand Final in the same game, same teams, same venue, same conditions, last year at three-quarter time, Cygnet 8-3-51. We're in front of Dodgers Ferry 4-5-29. Dodgers Ferry came back and won it by 2
And won
points.
the game by 4 points. Was it 2 points? Or?
4 or 2, I can't remember exactly.
A bit of heartbreak for Cygnet last year, so they'd love the same result. They're only a few goals behind. I think the first couple of goals in this quarter are pivotal.
Crucial.
If it goes to Port, I think they may be in with a shot. It's only a couple of goals in it. But if the Sharks get away early, game over.
Yeah, Wilson's been moved back into the middle.
conditions getting worse here, but you can see a bit of rainbow action happening over there on the city of Hobart. Look at that, beautiful.
Paradise. We live in paradise.
Everything the light touches, Simba.
As we get ready for the final term of the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves Grand Final. Boxall out of the middle, as he's done all game. A quick kick forward by Broad. This is not what Cygnet want. Coming to meet at Russell. Wheels around. Spins it to the top of the
danger
square.
man.
Press underneath it. This is
Here
where
he
it gets
goes.
dangerous.
Slaps it.
Slaps
to the
it forward,
advantage.
Fuller. And there it is.
Massive.
Nathan Fuller gets his second. And let me tell you, that is not the start they wanted. And Andrew Press was all about it.
It was his little slap, wasn't it? Look at this. Just creating a contest, having the awareness, slippery ball, slappity slap to the advantage.
Handy pick up from Broad. And then the finish from Fuller. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, Nathan's been the danger man, just a small forward. Perfect. We've got a double rainbow happening all the way, by the way. How good does this look? North Hobart Oval. You love it.
There's the rainbow as we see a free kick going the way of Cygnet. Lockie Carmichael. Doyle on the long lead. Gets pushed under it by Collins. Has some time. Assesses the ball. And it's out of bounds.
That is one of the more strange rainbows I've ever seen, Shoots.
Yeah.
It's a very low rainbow happening. There's one
Low
above it.
rainbow, all right.
Yep.
A ball in. Out the back. Nice little handball from McDermott. Livingston. Forgot to put the Fuller score on the goals. Cygnet trail by 31 points. It might be a bridge too far.
There you
There's
go.
the rainbow. Look at it.
Red
Low.
and yellow, pink and green, purple and orange and blue.
Very low.
And big kick
Boxall.
out of defence.
Gee. Brave stuff from Ben Smith. Doreen gets it forward. Little push under it there. Cusick. Happy to see it across the line.
Calling for deliberate too. Some of the Cygnet players, they're like, what? Where was he going with that? But in this wet weather footy, it's pretty hard to determine those and call those.
Certainly is.
Big throwing.
Ball in. Order set. Wins it down. And another ball up.
They'd be happy with this. The Sharks just boxing it up, wasting a bit of time. They've got 17 minutes left in this quarter. As many stoppages as possible. And just a defence mindset.
Again, stoppage here. Sharks will love this. They've had 11 scoring shots, the Sharks, and only 5 for the Port. Quick one forward from Caulfield. Their back line's been immaculate. McDermott with strength gets it forward. Doyle works it away. Cusick, quick rushed kick. Forward needs to go hard. Order set from the pocket, but it's all Sharks.
Yeah, they've been good in defence, Tubes. None other than that man too. Jordan McDermott, unbelievable in the back line.
Port have the numbers, but it gets through the fingertips of everyone. On a slip and slide was Doreen. Order set now. How's the pick up from Attico?
Oh, massive.
Wheeling around was Paul Broad. That's a great mark in the wet. Wilson streams through North Hobart Oval, sends it goalward to put the dot on the eye.
Oh.
He just misses.
Yeah, just watching the long sleeves go. He's like a wildebeest. Here he goes again.
All by himself. How does he get so alone?
Silk.
Duggan gets past one, gives it off to Wooters. Livingston through the fingertips of Bester. I'll tell you what, Doreen's worn a couple of big bumps. Diving on it was Doreen. Livingston gets a hold of it. The umpire's pulled out a free kick here. A little bit angry is Jesse O'Neill, and he's going to get the free kick.
Yeah, might have been a high tackle there, but he kicks from 50. Dangerous spot.
Press underneath it, didn't get a hold of the footing.
Oh,
that's a
holding
massive
the
tackle
ball.
on Ben Smith. Huge tackle laid. Fuller will go back
He
and
has
have a
had
shot.
a ripping game, Tubes, Nathan Fuller. He's already kicked 2.
Yep. His name's got to be up there for the best on field, surely. He's kicked a couple of goals, real critical ones in the second and fourth term.
Look at that,
Let's
for a
take a look.
tackle.
Yep, holding the footy. Smith didn't know what had hit him. This for his third. Yuck.
Pushes it to the left. Just leaving that door slightly ajar for Cygnet.
Oh, look,
they
Dan.
need to get on the front foot here and just bomb it long,
Cygnet
push it
needs
forward.
6 goals, Dan.
I believe in them.
Cusick left it behind.
You're never out of it, as we saw from the Blues last night. But they
Blues.
need to do something special.
They need
Their
something
leaders to
special.
stand up.
In 14 minutes of footy. They've kicked 3 goals in 3 3/4 period, and in 14 minutes they need 6 goals.
Easy done.
Yeah, look,
Simple.
sure.
Just score. Kick the ball through the big sticks. Here we go.
Through comes Perry. Kept running.
Davis was
O'Neill.
good down early.
Now
Davis
the
has
handball
got
out.
it.
Oh, there's a
He's
panic.
over the head.
Handball. Perry looking to tackle hugely, and the umpire will ball it up.
Yeah, Perry's tackle was ruthless, and this is what it's been all about today. And I think Dodgers Ferry have just applied that pressure with their tackling. game.
Colson didn't have the footy. O'Neill went hard at it. Nielsen tackled. Colson went in hard too. Out the back, quick one forward by O'Neill. Russell. Doreen gave it back to Duggan. Duggan gave it to Wouters. And now a mark taken by McDermott in uncharted territory. Sends it long. Down towards Press and Co. Out the back,
Out
a chance
the
for
back.
Russell. He's got a man all by himself in Fuller.
Russell's got it
Russell.
again. Oh, not enough on it.
Duggan.
Not enough sauce on that steak. Oh,
Got absolutely
there's
creamed
a
by
big
Andrew
fight
Press.
here, and they've got him. Taken Andrew Press. He's getting
Yeah.
a few jabs to the head. Oh, there's a punch. And he's furious.
Smart by Andrew Press to just
Oh,
stay
he's-
out of this.
Yep. They're pushing him.
Duggan's down
They're a
behind
bit
play.
dirty on him. There is no love lost between these teams, Port and the Sharks, but bit of a hit behind play. Let's see if that play is okay, Tubes.
Yeah, Duggan's up and okay. Let's take a look here. No, we saw it off play. We just saw Duggan down behind play. So not sure what happened.
He's getting dragged though, Andrew Press.
Yeah,
Taking a bit of a rest on the pine,
yeah, he's got the blood rule.
but he's hulking up. He looked like Hulk Hogan there as he came off the bench. He started to flex the muscles.
Nielsen's just come off for a rest too. I think maybe he's been sent off.
There's a bit
Umpires.
of aggro out here, Tubes.
Look, and Duggan's the key here is that Adam Duggan is not well. It was a big hit. It was a off the ball hit too, which we don't like seeing. And the
And a free
umpires
kick
pulled
has
out a
been
free kick.
given.
Not sure what for.
Probably a bit of off the ball aggro, I reckon, Tubes.
The game's
Oh, there we
iced.
go.
The game's iced now. Dodgers Ferry just need to leave it out.
Sam Russell's been given the pill.
Yep.
He can put it beyond doubt.
Just so you know, Adam Duggan is up and okay. just coming off for a bit of a spell. A little sore in the melon, I reckon. You can see him there. And in comes Russell. Sammy Russell from pretty much no angle. He'll kick this, no doubt.
That
Beautiful
is
goal.
a beautiful kick. And the crowd goes wild, Tubes. Dodgers Ferry Sharks looking as though they're going back to back.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that free kick was pulled out, but that's okay. The umpires have done well to take control of the game again after it looked to be blowing out into something that nobody likes seeing.
And aren't they excited? Look at the big dog pile on him after kicking it straight through the middle.
They'll go back to back.
Stuff.
The Dodgers Ferry Sharks in the reserves, Banjos Bakery SFL reserves competition.
Bit of a warning there. A few players inside the square.
There's only
three.
There's only three in the square, right? So in actual fact, they were fine. They just, the problem is they don't know what's going on.
Well, a free kick's being pulled.
Yeah,
Very
no, they got their warning.
Yep.
And then they tried to change to figure out what was going on, and then nothing happened.
And a straight turnover in a dangerous spot.
Lawless sends the ball with a torpedo going deep. Going back to the flight, here's a chance for the Port. They can't get it away from Collins. Livingston's kick goes out on the full. They've had 3 out on the fulls at shots at goal. Lucas Ford had 1, James Caulfield had 1, and now Livingston with 1. Might have been different, we don't know. Quick kick forward, it's chopped off here by Gale. Gale inside forward 50, Ford trying hard. It's been a complete game from the Dodgers Ferry Sharks.
Oh, you've got to put your hat off to them. Nathan Fuller's been insanely good. Jack Wilson up forward. Probably the best player out there, Tubes. Like, it's hard to know who has been best on ground today, but we'll find out pretty soon. But the Sharkies have just been all over it.
Yeah, they've been the best side today, that's for sure, Dan.
They've been hunting like Sharks. And the crowd are getting into it. The big Dodgers, you know, chants already gone up in the crowd. They'll be celebrating until next May, I reckon. Out there at Dodgers. It's going to be a big one at the pub.
Oh, it'll be a big one at Dodgers Ferry, don't you worry. They'll go back to back, the Sharks. It's important to acknowledge, important to acknowledge the season of the Cygnet Rezzies too. They're a great club, Cygnet. They've won the Community Club of the Year award too. Umpire's pulled out a free kick here. Who's it going to? It'll go to the Sharks. O'Neill, he's been good, Dan.
Yeah, the back six have been unbelievable for Dodgers Ferry, Tubes. And I think any ball that's gone into their forward 50, they have repelled. And plenty of turnovers, plenty of intercept marking. They've been unreal.
Yeah, you're right.
13 minutes gone. 7 more minutes to just go out there and enjoy it, I guess.
Yeah, sensational stuff. Dodgers Ferry Sharks. There's a player down behind play with a sore ankle.
Yeah, the umpire's called to throw it in, but someone is down, holding their ankle from Cygnet Port. Just adds insult to injury. Here come the trainers and the runners.
Carmichael.
Carmichael's down. He's limping off. What a warrior he has been for the club, though.
Oh, he's tried really hard today.
Look, he's hopping off. There we go, getting some attention now.
So back in the middle.
There's a streaker.
Oh, there's a streaker.
Tubes. Oh, no. They've gone early. And he's... This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Look at him go.
Not sure where he's going to go.
He's going straight down the... Oh, where is he?
He's having a slide around.
He's going to Letitia Street.
Who's got his clothes?
His clothes are in the middle of North Hobart Oval, but The sad news is
he actually realises that now
he's got nowhere to go.
he's got nowhere to go.
And security aren't tackling him. He's just
Letting
he's
it
just
go.
out there. They're just letting it go.
Anyway, the game goes on.
Will that like get best on ground shoot?
Ronsley, nah. Jack
We don't
Wilson.
encourage that. Look like a relative of yours.
Might have been. All the relatives I've got are in the commentary box right now.
That
Kick comes out wide, and that's
Oh,
another
what a
great
run.
mark to the bloke who forgot how to drink, Mark Perry.
He'll never relive that. They'll show replays of that in the club rooms.
I reckon.
Him forgetting how to take
How
a
to
bit of a
swallow.
sip of water.
Nice fist from behind. Ronsley will get there first.
Ooh.
Sharks everywhere.
Yeah, a bit of a heavy tackle there. And he's been great in defence.
Yep. Mind you, there's
Cody
been so
Ronsley.
much ball going down there, Dan. It's been tough for any defender,
Oh, it's
really.
been a barrage. They played a high.
Fuller.
Yeah.
Gathers the ball, sends it down towards Russell. Nice fist from Order Set.
They won't play the advantage, I think, Tubes. They're going back to the,
Oh,
the
right.
high tackle.
The free kick.
Yep, free kick back up just above the 50.
There's about 17 people looking for the streaker.
The umpire can't mark it.
His undies are still on the oval.
Someone's going to have to get forensics onto that and take it off. Maybe set
Who
it on
knows?
fire.
Who knows? Yeah, set it on fire.
Get the tongs
Well,
out.
there we go. It's a 3-minute time frame now for the Dodgers Ferry Sharks. The coach, Del Matthews, would be stoked with his bunch. Cygnet haven't been able to manage a score in this term, Dan.
No, Tubes, they've run out of gas, they've run out of stamina, and now it's just party time for the Dodgers Ferry Sharks. And just stoppage after stoppage, they'd be happy with this.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's a big win in trying conditions.
And let me tell you, they love to celebrate at Dodgers Ferry.
Tell you what, going to the beach this afternoon. See you for Mad Monday, boys. And another stoppage.
3 minutes to go in the 2023 season for Banjos Bakery.
And taken out of the ruck.
Boxall.
Could they get another goal? Just another stoppage.
So what happens now, Dan, in the mindset of a premiership coach, a premiership captain, a premiership player?
Well, you'd be looking for a three-peat, wouldn't you? You've just gone back-to-back premiers in the Rezzies, in the SFL. They've been probably the best team of the season. Would you agree? The Sharks. Yeah. So I wouldn't put it past the dynasty, Tubes.
A Rezzies.
Triple.
A ultimate Rezzies dynasty, you reckon?
Yep.
I wonder whether Andrew Press has got another year in him.
Yeah, I reckon. He's got a bit of claret on his face. He's there on the boundary line right now. He's getting a round of applause.
And Fuller's just been given a free kick. No, it'll go to Boxall plus a 50-metre for abuse. So
put it beyond.
Cherry on top for Scott Boxall. Mark it down. Bang.
No one's even on the mark. He's topped it. That has gone so far into the bowls club.
Go down there with the nude runner.
Yeah, he's down there just having a round. Yeah, we've had everything today, haven't we, Tubes? Didn't expect a nude man.
No.
And just an abomination of a rig. But so very funny.
10-5-65, the Sharks lead Cygnet 3-2-20. 18 3/4 minutes gone.
Yeah,
It'll be a
45-point win.
It'll be Sharks back-to-back. And now the umpires again have pulled out a free kick because Cygnet don't know who's in doing what. Short one. Addercoat.
Could they get another one, Tubes?
Russell goes down towards the man that, he's forgotten not how to drink, but he's also forgotten how to play footy.
Sometimes you forget. It's hard to remember sometimes.
Mark Perry probably won't remember today after a few responsibly consumed beverages tonight.
Yeah, I reckon the wet area, they'll go up there with their medals and they'll go watch the big one, the big dance. Ah, here we go. Just 15 more seconds of this game. Now it looks like it's could be called deliberate. And he's called it. Can they do it in 6 seconds? I doubt it. They will have the footy.
Just
They're about to celebrate.
And there it is. Your premiers back-to-back for season 2022-23 in the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves is the Dodgers Ferry Sharks. 10-5-65. The Sharks defeat Cygnet 3-2-20. Goal kickers for the Sharks, 2 to Andrew Press, Jack Wilson, Sam Russell and Nathan Fuller. Singles to Mark Perry and Scott Boxall. And for the Port, they can only manage 3 goals, 2 for the whole game, Dan. And that was Braden Livingston, Reece Jennings and Brad Lawless. A sensational game, 10-5-65. The Dodgers Ferry Sharks go back-to-back over Cygnet 3-2-20.
Yeah, 45-point winners, Tubes. It was an absolute demolishing of Cygnet. And they'll be disappointed, but what a game from Dodgers Ferry.
Go through the better players, Dan, while I make my way down to the boundary side to try and get an interview.
No worries, Tubes. Well, Jack Wilson, he's kicked 2. He's had the long sleeves out there. He was crucial, accurate goal kicker. Some of his field kicks were unbelievable too, and just his skills in marking, handballing, tackling. Nathan Fuller, almost probably best on ground too, I'd imagine, because Nathan, the guy with the helmet, he always wears protection up forward. He was probably the best on ground too with 2. It'll be a toss-up between those 2, I reckon, Jack Wilson and Nathan Fuller. Ashraf Adikote up forward was just a pillar. He was a big man up forward and kind of got them going, especially in that second quarter, that's for sure. Mark Perry too, unbelievable. And yeah, Scott Boxall too. So just the Sharks all over. Full time here at North Hobart Oval, 3-2-20 Cygnet to Dodgers Ferry, 10-5-65.
Dan, I'm down here with Andrew Press. Let's take a chat with the great man, Andrew Press. Andrew, it's great to chat to you, mate. How does that feel, going back-to-back?
Really good, mate, really good. It's nice to add 5 or so minutes in the end there to enjoy it. Not that I was on the ground, but no, it's good, really good.
Mate, back-to-back, could you imagine? That was a huge game for you, mate. A couple of goals too. What do you think?
Nah, I'm really happy, mate. Really. Okay. Yeah, lost for words, but no, it's really good.
Well done,
really
mate.
Good, special bunch of lads. It's good.
What do you have to say about Cygnet?
Yeah, no, they were gallant, mate. Yeah, but I think losing to them in Sammy a couple of weeks ago at Lindisfarne helped us. We knew what we had to work on, so it was good.
Well done, Andrew Press, Premiership player back-to-back. Let's take a look and see who else we can get down here. I'll go and talk to Scott Boxall. Scott, just have a quick chat to you, mate. What does that mean to go back-to-back?
Yeah, it's amazing, first time, so yeah, it's a lot easier than last year, that's for sure, which was yeah, a bit scary. So
I thought Nathan Fuller was sensational, Jack Wilson and yourself through the middle, really giving your forwards first use of the footy.
Yeah, Nathan was amazing again, and yeah, everyone, like forwards, Pezza, yeah, everyone done what they had to do, yeah.
Well, Premiership player Scott Boxall, how does that feel?
Amazing, yeah, good.
What happens tonight?
Not sure, yeah, see what leads.
All right, well, we'll leave you to it, Scott Boxall, Premiership player. Let's see who else we can find here. We might get one more. As we take a look around, a few players here. We can't find him, there he is. Nathan Fuller, what does that feel like to go back-to-back?
Oh man, that's unreal, eh? And to do it in 2 completely different ways, you know. Half time in the change room was just, I mentioned it to the boys, like completely different atmosphere to the last year, you know. We're all up and about and it's just unreal to do it this way, you know. All the boys have put in a hard year this year and to do it with a completely different side as well, you know. Like, it's just, this is what it's all about, eh? And yeah, it's amazing.
Is there a chance of a reserves dynasty at the Dodgers Ferry Sharks?
Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe. That'd be unreal, wouldn't it? That would be unreal. But thanks for everything you do, man. And
oh, no, I don't do anything, mate. Well done, mate.
Thanks,
Premiership
man.
player back-to-back. There we go.
Good on you, Tubes. Unbelievable game from Nathan
We'll quickly
Fuller.
get Dan Wall. We got Ashraf Adikote in your 100th game. How does that feel to have a grand final under the belt, mate?
Can't ask much more than that, can you? 100 games, you know, we've won 3 of the last 4 grand finals, so it's a special side.
It is a special side. Is there a dynasty at the Dodgers Ferry Sharks?
Well, take your pick. I know, Hawthorn, Geelong, Dodgers Reserves. Take your pick. Who's better?
Well, congratulations, mate. Another premiership for the Dodgers Ferry Sharks in the twos.
Thanks, Tubes. Love
Well done, Ashraf Adakote in game number 100. We'll cross over to Brent Costello, who will give us the presentations and the best on field.
One, two, one, two, one, two. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's now time for the presentation ceremony for the 2023 SFL Banjos Bakery Cafe Reserves Grand Final. Congratulations to Dodgers Ferry, premiers for 2023. Congratulations also to Cygnet for making the Grand Final. Well done, a fantastic year, and good luck to your senior men this afternoon. Well done, guys. I'd now like to invite Toby Thorpe from Huon Valley Council to present the best on-ground medal for the Reserves Grand Final, which has been won by number 27 from Dodgers Ferry, Nathan Fuller. Congratulations, Nathan, and thank you to Toby. I'd now like to invite Talia Zabel from Banjos Bakery to present the medallions to the winners, Dodgers Ferry. Starting with number 1, Jack Wilson. Number 3, Andrew Press. Number 5, Hayden Davis. Number 11, Sam Russell. Number 13, Jamie Scott. Number 16, Simon Kennedy. Number 18, Sam Yule. Number 19, Jordan McDermott. Number 22, Tim Daff. Number 23, Ashraf Adakote. Number 27, our best on ground, Nathan Fuller. Nathan Fuller. Number 28, Matt Hughes. Number 29, Lewis Minty. Number 30, Jeremy Chitterworth. Number 33, Paul Broad. Number 38, Jesse O'Neill. Number 39, Mark Perry. Number 43, Scott Boxall. Number 48, Nicholas Malone. Number 58, Cameron Howlett. Number 60, James Collins. Our emergencies, number 45, Ryan Cohen. And number 55, Jack Martin. The captain, number 40, David Cusick. And the coach, Brad Matthews. It's now my pleasure to ask Robbie Isles from Banjos Bakery Cafe to present the Premiership Cup to Captain David Cusick, Coach Brad Matthews, and the Dodgers Ferry Sharks, SFL Reserves Premiers for 2023.
Well, there you go, Dan. The Dodgers Ferry Sharks go back-to-back. Del Matthews and David Cusick hold the trophy aloft. And they are barely excited, the Dodgers Ferry Sharks.
45-point winners, emphatic win, back-to-back premiers. They're the lords, the messiahs of reserves footy.
Nathan Fuller, a well-deserving winner of the best on field. I thought with his 2 goals, had plenty of it. When the game was there to be won, he stepped up. And the Dodgers Ferry Sharks go back-to-back in a great season. Dejected, the Cygnet Footy Club walk off. They just couldn't get near it, Dan, could they, in the end? Ashraf Adicote, game number 100.
Yeah, Dodgers Ferry were just too good, and they're about to sing the song tube, so here they go. The Sharks are marching in.
not too sure, Dan, how many sharks you've seen marching in your time.
No, they usually swim. They've got fins, and sometimes they're Greg Norman and they play golf too, the great whites.
Yeah, all that jazz. Look, Dan, it's been a pleasure bringing this broadcast to the people out there. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time, mate. Appreciate it. But now for the big one, isn't it?
The big one, Hillville Lions take on the Cygnet Football Club in the SFL Senior Men's Grand Final. But until then, we're going to take a quick break. Thanks so much to our cameramen, Adam Ribel and Rob Stubbs, and of course our technical director, Andrew Harcourt, and his wife Fiona, who's operating the pots and pans as far as replays go. Well done to you. Until next time, we'll see you at the footy. It's the Dodgers Ferry Sharks, back-to-back premiers in the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves. Until next time, see you at the footy. Bye for now.